Up United. It's been a horrible 5, 6 days for United. First, we drop point against Palace. Casemiro getting his fifth yellow card of the season, missing the game against Arsenal, and then losing 3-2 very, very late. Like some people will say, the Man United title charge lasted only 4 days. Well, realistically, I think realistic fans, or not real fans, knew that a title challenge was really a far stretch. If you check my previous videos, you see where I stated it before that Arsenal and City are still a step ahead of us, and these two matches will tell if there has been progress. And answering that question, has there been progress with this United team? There's been miles and miles of progress for this United team. What we need now is to back the coach. As a matter of fact, when I look at how Arsenal have gone from being one of the most trolled team to the leaders in the title challenge in a space of I think 3 4 years, it's something that United should be looking to emulate. In fact, look at every successful club. Let's not go too far. Let's look at our rivals in the EPL: Man City, Liverpool, and now Arsenal. What has been their sauce? What has been the recipe? One, gets a promising manager who likes to play on the front foot. The same with every one of them. Guardiola, Klopp, and now Arteta. And then back the manager. Not just in getting players in, back the manager in getting players out. It happened across in City. It was Yaya Toure, I think, then Joe Hart. He wanted those kind of players out, and the management backed him. It was in Arsenal. It was with what's his name, Aubameyang. It was with Özil. The club backed the manager in getting those players out. United, have we backed the manager, this manager, I mean Eric Ten Hag, in getting players he doesn't want out? Yes. The Ronaldo incident was a very good example of that. And there's been a couple of times this season where there have been disciplinary issues and the club has backed the manager and handled it how the manager deemed fit. So kudos to the United board. The second way to back a manager is getting him players and reinforcement to help him push. City did it. Millions and millions have gone down to buy players specifically that the coach asked for. Liverpool did it. Arsenal have done it over some few years. Sorry. Now, that's one. Was Eric Ten Hag backed in the summer? Considerably. He didn't get his first choice players, so we can say yes, he was backed. Now we are at a critical point in the season where to take a step ahead, to really challenge, you need reinforcements. I think Arsenal typifies a lot of it for me. They still got in Trossard and then the new centre back Kiwior because they realized, where don't we have cover for? Ben White was like a cover for Saliba. Who covers for Gabriel? Nobody per se. So they brought in Kiwior. On the left hand side, which I would say across the front, how many strikers did they have to prosecute the season? They had Saka, Martinelli, Nketiah, Jesus, then Marquinhos, maybe Marquinhos, so that the natural winger, because I think Smith Rowe plays through the middle. Let's say 5 or 6. And they still went and bought Trossard, making it 7. And if you see in their list, look at who we have. Sancho, Anthony, Rashford, Martial, Vegas, Garnacho. You get to, that's what, 6. Garnacho, Elanga. Because one, so that's 7. Remove Martial. Martial is almost always injured. Sancho hasn't played at all in a very long time. Garnacho is 17 years old. CEO. Vegas, you get. So it's like we are stuck with Anthony, who is a young player who just moved on an enormous amount into the Premier League. It will take time to settle in. He gets a lot of slack, and rightly so, because he has been horrible in a lot of the decisions he keep making. His passes have been horrible. He gets a lot of flack, and he deserves it. But let's still put in our minds that he is a young 21, 22, and this is his first experience of the Premier League with that kind of transfer burden on him. He didn't ask to be sold for 100 million euros. United messed shit up and got suckered in. So who do you blame? If you are going to apportion blame not to the player, he didn't cost that. Apportion it to the club who went and paid over the tops for something they could have gotten at a much, much reasonable price earlier in the window. I don't want to dwell on that. So let's move on. So we have about three, you get attackers. Now, it's a long season. These guys will get tired. Are we bringing in people to... Our top rivals are doing it. You get, their strength, and they have depth. Because Arsenal also did not have depth. That's why I said Arsenal's scenario is very similar to ours. Arsenal's first team is awesome, but you're looking about the depth. Because at the end of the day, even if you have a great system, you need great players to play that system to make it a great team. And you need reinforcement just to add more gusto, more drive to the team. We are not backing Ten Hag in that regard at all. And if we want to be serious about even finishing top four, I think Nigerians were absolutely Nigerians. Man United fans were like the typical greedy guys. You haven't seen food for days, and you're like, man, if I can just, even if it's Gary, I don't mind. And then you get to maybe a buffet, and there is Gary there. The Gary you have prayed for, God, give me Gary. There's Gary, there's beans, there's Evan Dodo. Sorry for that. This Totinobu there. So there's all these things. There's a goosey. See your Gary, you now know, Omo, start fighting for jollof rice or the egusi and breaking people's head. Exactly. See what you had asked for. Now you get thrown out of the buffet, and you are saying, "Oh, omo, Gary, why in the Maybe I for just settle for this Gary JJ." Before the season started, most of us did not think we would finish top four. The next thing, in the same thing, the reasons why you felt we could not finish top four have not totally changed. You get, those things are still there. The team is not quite good enough. I think that was the sentiment of a lot of United fans at the start of of this season, that the team was not quite good enough, and we would settle for a sixth. That's what a lot of pundits placed us. That's where we as fans placed us. I honestly did not think we would finish top four this season, but it has surprised me. Ten Hag has surprised me. He has shown that he's building in a system at United, and that's what I still see again in a lot of these other clubs, from City, Arsenal, Liverpool. Systems. And what's beautiful about systems is that when you bring a player who is intelligent and adaptable into a well-oiled system, that player will find it easier to step up. His contribution, it will not now be a total of his contribution. It will not be that he will become a total of the team's average contribution. So he doesn't need to be super. He just needs to do the job in a system. And that's what Ten Hag is trying to build in United. And he needs the right players for that system. Otherwise, it's just a total, absolute waste of time. Another reason why I think United need to be bought by some rich guys. Like, seriously, people who... And we need to sell that club fast. I do not know what the Glazers are taking forever. Obviously, they are businessmen. They would want the best value. But please just sell our club, and let's get people in there who want to spend money to support this coach, because he's the best thing to happen to United since Fergie. I won't even lie to you. You can see the structure in the team. You can see the system that yes, now we are going toe to toe against some of the best teams in the division. Against Arsenal, granted, we fell off in the second half, which has been happening a lot in games. We have been falling off in the second half. It still goes down to reinforcement, because in the second half, when you see that the team is tiring, you can make changes that you know will not affect the team altogether. We keep slighting Ten Hag for not making changes, but he's the coach. He knows the things that we do not know. And in trusting him, you have to understand that he assessed the situation logically. We think he was just there like, oh, I don't want to do this. He has gotten the team playing like this, so why would you want to doubt his decision making? Poor decision making is not what got him here. So I think we should chill out and turn our frustrations not to the coach or to the team, but rather to the management who are not signing players, because we could as well still end up fighting tooth and nail for fourth place. We could have a disastrous second half of the season because of no reinforcement, a fatigued team. We have games coming in thick and fast, and players are dripping in like a faulty faucet. So there's still the talk that United will get in players this transfer window, this January window. Let's hope and see. I do not know. Loan moves are difficult to do. Which serious player or serious club will sell a top player for loan? Yes, there have been opportunities that we missed. Joao Felix was a clear opportunity, but I think, yeah, we didn't have the money to pay over the tops, and that boils down to us not backing the manager with enough resources. So we're looking for cheap deals, except by a stroke of luck. We got Vegas. I think Vegas can still do a job for us. We still need someone in that attack, and we need to let some players go on loan. Elanga, Pelistri, these guys should be honing their craft, playing first team competitive football, not sat on the bench at United. That's what I think. If we're not going to play them, let's send them out on loan. Let's get in players that we will actually play. Yeah. Kudos to Arsenal. I think social media has not let me hear word because of the algorithm. They keep showing me posts from Arsenal players. I've seen almost all, and every one of them is posting, "Yeah, we beat United." You see, that's how far we pushed them. That's how far we pushed them. Back Ten Hag is doing great things. Yeah, so that's it for today's video. We go again against Nottingham Forest in the Carabao Cup. Let's put in a good result. Till then, drop your comments. Tell me what you think. How can we make the second half of this season worthwhile? Who should we be looking at? And yeah, just let me know what you think about the game against Arsenal, where we got it wrong. Until another time, Up United.